Hey guys, it's Ben the Coin Geek at Old Pueblo Coin, and today I have kind of a curious item for you that I've had lots of questions about, and so I thought I'd delve into a little bit. The Goldback. Now, some of you guys have seen these before, just floating around at coin shows. Dealers have them; they're handing them out. If you bought something at Vault Box, these were inside of there, and so a lot of people watching any of the Vault Box videos or things like that have asked, like, what are these? What are they good for? These look like playing cards because they, oh look, that one came with an actual gold back. So we'll talk a little bit about these. I am not I do not trade in goldbacks. I do not have a contract, which by the way, when I was at the Phoenix A&A show, I was offered a contract. As a dealer, you have to have a contract with them to sell direct, wholesale. And the concept here is kind of twofold. These are banknotes that are printed with gold laid in them to some extent. And they'll say something to the effect of 1/1000th of a troy ounce of 24 karat gold, exchangeable by Goldback ink in U.S. coin to bearer on demand. It says $1. And so this one is Wyoming. What do we got here? There's a New Hampshire and a Utah. I've got three different states represented here, and they've all got different designs to them. And then the reverse, of course, is actually just like the inverted print of the obverse. So they're basically uniface. They're actually really attractive as far as little pieces of paper / metal go. I feel like I want to cut one of these up just to see what's inside of them. And anyway, it's pretty interesting. This is a kind of along the survivalist mentality as far as this type of thing, preaching that your dollar is going to go to nothing. But they're printed nicely. Look at this. Goldback.com is the main website for this company. And they actually have serial numbers on them. They're very fine. So you can catch them here on the edge of the banknote. Ironically enough, that one starts with AG, which is the symbol for silver. Let's see the fine print, shall we? U.S. patent number. Oh, they have a patent. Privately issued, not U.S. dollar legal tender. That is something that undoubtedly their lawyers had them put on here, as they emphasize that these are money. I mean, they use the term money quite voraciously. And so people will go to, spend them at different places. So if you look at their website, you can find literally hundreds of locations that actually accept these as money. Now there's an exchange rate. So if you think about it, if gold's 2,000 an ounce and these are 1/1000th of a troy ounce, that means they've got $2 in gold in them. But they actually have an exchange rate of like about $4. So in theory, if you go to buy something for $4, you just give them one of these. And I actually watched a video where a guy he was at a survivalist show in Sandy, Utah. So he was up there where they do that type of thing. And some of y'all know certain areas are better known for kind of a survivalist mentality. And everyone there basically that he interviewed said they would take gold bucks. But it was weird because something would be $50 and then he'd have to figure out how to convert that. They actually have a conversion calculator on their website that you can use because, dividing by $4.09 or whatever it is not the easiest thing in the world. They're fun little novelties. They do tend to trade at about $4 or so on eBay. I view them kind of as once again, I use the term novelty. My basic opinion is that they're not really going to replace any type of actual spending. I think the next step for me is probably to just go ahead and, if I got 1,000 of these, could I melt them? Could I melt them down at the refiner and actually get an ounce of gold out of it? That's the part that's kind of mysterious to me. And now I want to show you something a little bit different that I had here, and we'll talk a little bit more. I thought this was interesting. I had this come in the store. Classic Coca-Cola ad. Like, you got this little piece here and says Coca-Cola on it. And you look at the back of this thing, it's like, wait a second. The Republic of Chad, 9999 fine gold, 3,000 francs fine gold. And let's look at the fine print here. 1/1000th of an ounce of gold. So I'm going to do some quick arithmetic here. This one's smaller. So I happen to have, let's see how this goes. I haven't tried this yet. I have like this little XRF machine. By little I mean it's ginormous. These things are ginormous. That I'm going to put on, of course, this little coin here and try to get a good reading on it if I can. It's kind of a hard surface to use because it's so tiny. But if we take a quick look, we got the 999 fine. And if we do the same thing with the Goldback, what is it going to tell me here? See, it's really interesting the way that it says it's gold plate probable. So, but that's because there's gold in these here hills, but I just don't know how you get the gold out of it. So, if everyone wants to go ahead and send me one of these suckers, they're only $4. Once I get up to 1,000 of them, I'll go melt them. I'll send them all to my refiner and see if we can get an ounce of gold out of it. So Goldbacks, designed to not replace money, but to be used alongside of money. See, not legal tender. Supposed to fight inflation, of course. That's their saying with the having gold inlaid. And basically all of the major retailers that sell bullion handle these. So whoever that is, SD Bullion or Atmex or companies like that. And the company that started this, Goldbacks, they promote very heavily. Like I said, they were walking the U.S. The ANA show in Phoenix last year, and they give away a free one with the vault box. So they're really promoting them. They figure once you get them in hand, you'll think they're cool and go and get them. So anyway, my take is that they're novelties. They're not going to outlast inflation, but hey. I've been wrong. Alright guys, thanks so much for watching. I'm Ben the Coin Geek. You can subscribe by clicking on the owl button in the corner and watch more videos on the right side of the screen. Thanks.